Party in the city till the heat is on, all night on the beach till the break of dawn. There is our going to Miami. Bienvenidos a Miami. Party in the city till the heat is on, all night on the beach till the break of dawn. I'm going to Miami. Bienvenidos a Miami. Now, I don't know if it's fortunate or unfortunate that every single time I think of Miami, I think of that Will Smith song from the 90s. Or was it the early 2000s? I don't even know, because I don't really listen to Will Smith. But every time I think of Miami Beach, or I think of Miami at all, I think of Will Smith and that song that used to play so much on the radio. If you couldn't tell, we're doing a Miami cocktail called the Miami Vice. It's Miami's namesake cocktail. This cocktail was absolutely created in the 1980s. It was definitely named after Miami Vice. I don't know that for a fact. I am just guessing at that. There is really no history on this drink other than that it is basically a strawberry daiquiri mixed with a piña colada, which seems sort of like that seems like a club cocktail from the 1980s in Miami. It's just my personal opinion. That said, we are going to be doing a small reconstruction of those original specs. Usually this is a blender drink. We obviously do not have a blender here. The Broken Shaker in Miami does a very good reconstruction of this. I took that idea and I kind of ran with it. I customized it a little bit because of the coconut cream that we're using. Let's get into the drink and I will explain it as we go. First thing we're going to do is take our hurricane glass. We're going to take 2 strawberries, put them at the bottom of the hurricane glass and add 1/4 ounce of simple syrup. Then we're going to muddle those until they are completely pulverized. Now you want to get these things completely pulverized because if you ever can, it seems like it's a little harder. It's not as contained as I'd like it to be, because you don't want big pieces of strawberry to end up in your straw. If you do, it's going to be very hard to drink. So I try to pulverize this by hand as much as possible, and then you're just pulverizing it down to a pulp with the simple syrup as well, and kind of sweetening the strawberry up a little bit. Try and be a little ginger. So give it a nice, good, hard muddle. Really break it up as much as possible. And getting little bits of strawberry, but enough to drink with this drink is sort of the point. We are going to be doing a layered presentation on this. So you might have to mix it up when you make it at home and drink it, but just for presentation purposes, it's going to be very, very nice. There we go. I think that's sufficiently pulverized. Doesn't feel like my muddler's really doing much anymore. All right, we're going to set that aside. We're going to take our tin. We're going to do 1 1/4 ounces of pineapple juice. We're going to do 1 ounce of coconut cream. Now here is a question I was fielding last week. A lot of people were saying coconut cream is unsweetened. Cream of coconut is sweetened in the culinary world. And as far as I know, in the cocktail world, that's not exactly right. In the cocktail world, coconut cream is used to describe unsweetened coconut milk that has simple syrup added to it in a 1-to-1 ratio. That is the way Martin Kate does it at Smuggler's Cove. That is the recipe that I use for the coconut cream. That said, when the Broken Shaker originally made this cocktail, they called for 3/4 ounce of simple syrup plus 1 ounce of coconut cream. So I'm thinking that they're using unsweetened coconut cream, I guess. And 3/4 ounce of simple syrup would sort of sweeten that. But because we're using something that already is sweet, I cut those specs down to just a hair over 1/4 ounce, but under 1/2 ounce, right? Especially because we are using CORUBA rum, and we have that simple syrup in the strawberry as well. So then what we're going to do is just 1 ounce of CORUBA Jamaican dark rum. And we're going to use 1 ounce of light rum. I just decided to use Banks 5 Island rum. 1 ounce of that. Then we're going to give this thing a little... Well, actually, I'm going to switch this up a little bit. We're going to fill our glass with crushed ice. And then we're going to give a nice big crushed ice into our thing. But I usually would do a whip shake, and that is why I don't have a Hawthorne strainer, but I'm actually going to strain this after I whip shake it over the ice. I'm gonna give it a nice hard shake. You can also use cold draft if you want. I just didn't want to go to the fridge and get cold draft, so I'm whip shaking it, and you will get enough dilution. Then we're gonna double strain it over. Wow, there it is. That's swell too. That's a lot. I probably could have gone a little easier on the ice, but I got it all in there, just a little. And then we're gonna garnish it with a strawberry fan. And the way that we're gonna do that, here, I'll move this out of the way so Marius can get a shot of it, is we're gonna take our strawberry and we're gonna cut it, but not all the way through, in little sections, just little lines. And then we're going to fan it out like so. So you make like a, well, it kind of broke a little, but you gotta be very ginger, right? And then we can just like set that in the middle. Take a couple of pineapple fronds. Ooh, it's kind of full. I'm gonna have to take a sip. There you go, that's better. Ooh, that is good. That is so good. So you have it. We have our little strawberry fan, pineapple fronds. Now let's get our straw all the way down in there. Oh yeah, Piña Colada with strawberry. And you know what? I was on point with the simple syrup. That was the right call. I mean, Piña Colada is going to be a sweet cocktail. This is going to be a sweet cocktail. You could actually add a couple of dashes of bitters if you wanted to sort of bring down that sweet, but I don't think it needs it, but you could if you want to. You know, you get that coconut, you get the rum, obviously. If you stick your sippy cylinder all the way down in there, then you get that strawberry flavor as well. Nice and balanced. You get that dark sugar kind of pop from the Jamaican rum, the dark Jamaican rum. It's a crushable cocktail. Definitely something that we are gonna be drinking this summer. All right, guys, that's it for everything. I think I covered all the bases. If you like our channel, please hit like and subscribe. And if you like what we're doing, go to patreon.com. Check out some of the exclusive stuff that we're doing there. Patreon.com/theeducatedbarfly. I always say backslash. It's so... Patreon.com/theeducatedbarfly. Nobody does a backslash anyway, but people love to say, dude, it's not a backslash. So, I don't know. Whatever. I love this cocktail. I mean, look at that. I think Marius would even drink that. Marius isn't a drinker, but I think he would drink this. What do you think, Marius? Good. Yeah? Would this warm your hard and cold Norwegian heart? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just said that hard and cold because he's just so very logical and so very Norwegian that I just had to say it. And I think Norway is kind of a cold country, right? You get lots of snow and stuff, yeah?
Depends.
It depends. All right. I guess, are there warm regions? Are there beach regions of Norway?
We do have beaches, yes.
Yeah, but they're like beaches where everyone's like in a fucking wetsuit, right?
No. We can swim in the summer.
They can swim in the summer in Norway? I don't believe it. Really?
It's not that much colder than here.
But the water's got to be insane.
No, not too bad. There's the Gulf Stream that comes up from Florida.
So you get like a warm pop?
Yeah, sometimes there's dolphins. We have dolphins.
What? Yeah. You have dolphins in Norway?
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh my God, you are just totally breaking my mind right now.
When they get lost, they swim up.
All right, well, none of this has anything to do with it. Marius and I are gonna go to lunch and we're going to continue this conversation. You guys just go and make this drink because it's amazing. I will see you guys next time.